Okay, we are going to learn about image formation, and image formation we are going to learn about these concave mirror. Okay, first of all we will take about concave mirror. So image formation is something, remember one thing, that how image is formed. This is you. Okay, this is any object. Okay, this is any object. It can be human, it can be animal, it can be plant, it can be a building, and this is our eye. Okay, and this is the source of light which is emitting light. It can be sun, it can be any light, and tube light, uh, candle. Okay, and this is light. So when this light strike with an object, okay, and this object emits light again back. Okay, and this is our eye. That's how you can see anything. So this is the light source, and this is the light ray which strike on the object, and it is the reflected light. Okay, we studied about reflection on yesterday. So this is the reflection of light. Okay, so this is the object, and if this is a light source, this light source uh, produces so many light rays, and all the light rays strikes on this object. Okay, there are millions of light rays which is produced by any light source. So this is a light source. I'm indicating this as a sun. Okay, this could be a bulb. Okay, it can be anything. Okay, so it produces so many light rays, and each and every time when a light strike on this object, it will go back. Okay, it will go back. Okay, it produces enormous light rays, countless. Okay, and your eye can see this. Okay, now it is not possible to study each and every ray of light which is struck on this object and which is reflected back. So it is not possible to study about each and every type of light ray. So in the beginning of image formation, okay, we will study about how many types of images are formed. So in the beginning of image formation, I would like to tell you, and you should remember some concept and some rules. First of all, there should be a light source, and this light source is creating so many rays of light, and all these rays of lights are getting back by uh, striking on any object. But we are going to study about only two light rays, two reflected light rays. That means that means that out of so many light rays, okay, we will study about one reflected light ray. Okay, this is the direction, and again, okay, so we are going to study about only these reflected light ray from the object, and these reflected light ray from the object. We are going to study about just these two. Okay, we are not going to learn about each and every reflected light ray, because anyhow it is not possible for us. Where it was. Okay, first thing. Second thing, the concept is that this is the mirror. Okay, it can be concave, it can be convex. Okay, in general we study this about like this is a simple line. This side is known as left side, this side is known as right side. Okay, or this side is known as on screen, or this is known as behind the screen. Okay, don't forget this. This will also help you in understanding of lens. Second thing, if the images is formed here, that means the images which is on screen image. Okay, sorry, on screen image is always real. Okay, that means it is clear. And the images which is forming at this direction or at right side, this is known as virtual image. Okay, if the images is forming like this is a human. Okay, so if it forms this, so it is known as erect. Okay, and if it is forming like this, okay, it is known as inverted. Okay, so this image can be formed anywhere, here or here. Okay, so these are some concepts you have to remember. Okay, so we are going to learn about these concepts, that how a mirror produces various type of images. It can be virtual, that means fake, okay, behind the mirror. It can be real, it can be erect, it can be inverted, okay, it can be on screen, that is real, or behind the screen. Okay, mm, this image, okay, this is the image, this is virtual image because this is our mirror. If I consider this mirror, okay, it is forming behind the mirror, that's why it is virtual. And this is forming this side, okay, this image is forming this side, that means, okay, or if this is object, but if the image is forming at this side, okay, it is known as real. Okay, so don't forget about this. Now let's study about the formation of images by concave mirror. We are going to learn about concave mirror. Okay, this surface. Okay, concave mirror. Yeah. So let's study about the concave mirror. First of all, I'm going to draw this mirror as a line. Okay, and this is the surface where light rays get strike. Okay, this is the surface where light rays get strike. We studied this on yesterday in very detail. Yeah, this was the diagram. Oh no, this was the diagram. Okay, and this is, you know, the surface, and at here the light rays are striking. Okay, we studied this. So I'm going to draw this as a line. Okay, so this is my mirror, and you know that at this concave mirror the light rays strikes at this side, which is also known as at left side. Okay, light rays always strikes on left side. Okay, so which light rays strike? If this is my mirror, okay, light rays strikes from any object. This is object, this is my object, and this is light source, and it light source emitted so many light rays, but we are going to learn about only two light rays which are emitted. First light rays strike on this, okay, and it will reflect, and second light rays strike on this and it will get reflect. Okay, so this is my mirror and this is my object. So uh, uh, okay, before this I would like to tell you something important before this. Okay, we are taking both type of mirror. We are taking mirror which is convex, concave mirror, and we are taking some rules. Okay, I just forgot to tell you. Okay, these are two mirrors. Okay, and all of them are, both of them are having pole. We studied this. Okay, and both of them are having the center of curvature. You know that center of curvature doesn't have any physical entity. It is just a assumption that the most curved part is known as center of curvature. Okay, it is just assumed part. So any light ray which is coming from any object, okay, it is not something that this is the source of light and this is our object. Okay, so light rays are reflected light rays. Okay, so if any light rays coming, if any light ray which is parallel to PC, okay, this is principal axis, so any light ray which is parallel to PC, okay, and we studied that this is F where all light rays meet, or it is F is equals to, and this is known as F. Okay, so any line which is parallel to PC, any line which is parallel to PC, it should have to pass from this F. Okay, it should have to pass from this F. Okay, like this. So this is the incident ray and this is the reflected ray. Okay, same thing occurs. This is concave mirror and this is convex mirror. Any light ray which is parallel to PC, Okay, you know that in convex mirrors, most of the light part will get reflected. The 90% of the light part get reflected, and only 10% part of the light will enter in this mirror. So if it enter, okay, it will pass from F. It should pass from F. Okay, so the rule is applicable for both type of mirror, that if any light rays is coming which is parallel to PC, okay, any light ray which is coming, it should pass from, it should have to pass from this F. Okay, this F, what is the meaning of this F? This F is known as principal focus. Okay, first rule. Second rule, this is our concave mirror and this is our convex mirror. The surfaces, this is P, this is P, it is C, and it is C. Okay, now just do something opposite. Okay, in this first case we studied that any light ray which is coming, if it is parallel to PC, it should have to pass from F. Okay, in this line, in another case, if any light ray which has a direction of crossing F, okay, the line should be very smooth. You can use scale. Okay, right now I cannot use scale because I'm using digital writing pad, so it is a very straight line, remember. So any light ray which is coming in such a direction that if it will strike the F point, okay, then after reflecting from the mirror, okay, it will go in parallel to PC. Okay, just opposite thing, that if it is passing F, okay, it should be parallel, it should be parallel to PC. Okay, just opposite rule. So here, okay, it is coming like this. Okay, 90% part will get emit. Okay, so if it is coming in this way, okay, so only 10% will pass through F. It is coming in the way that it will definitely pass the F point, but in reflection, okay, in reflection it is coming in this way, and in reflection it will go for in this way. So if I will allow this PC, okay, to extend, okay, if I extend this, okay, so this light coming, this reflected light ray, okay, this is the reflected light ray, will be parallel to PC. So any light ray passing from F, it is coming in such a way that it have to pass from F, so it in reflection, so it is coming in this way. Okay, and after reflection it will go parallel with PC. Okay, in this case it is coming in such a way that if it is passing from F, so only 10% of the light will cross the F point, and the 90% reflected will show the parallel relationship with PC. Okay, both are in same direction. Okay, if you feel any confusion you can ask me. Now the third rule, is I'm drawing both the mirrors. Okay, this is P and this is P, and this is C. Okay, and this is C. Now the rule is that anything center of curvature, okay, I can extend this. So any light ray which comes in such a direction that that it is passing the C, Yeah, right now we are learning about the rules which are applicable for both. Okay, and after that we will learn separate things. So this is the direction of this light ray. Okay, you should use the scale. Okay, so it is coming in such a way that it will cross sea. So as it is coming, the light is directly coming over the sea. Okay, so as it is coming, as it will reflect in same direction, you can see this. Okay, same thing for this mirror, that if the light ray is coming in such a way, okay, that it is passing this sea, only 10% part of the light will pass from here. Okay, same time, you know, this is a mirror which is divergent mirror, so it will definitely, there will be reflection, so it will reflected in this way again. Okay, now next a rule is for concave and convex mirrors both. This is P, this is P, this is C, and this is C. Okay, if light ray is coming in such a way that it will strike the P point, the light ray is coming in such a way that it is striking P point, then it will return back like this. Okay, so this is incident ray, this is reflected ray, and this is the angle of incidence, and this is the angle of reflection. We studied this. In this case, if a light ray is coming in such a way, okay, nothing part will go here. Okay, in all of the cases we see that some of the part is going at this side, some of the part is going at this side, some of the part of light is going at this side, very tiny part, 10% part. Okay, but in this case all of the light part will reflect back and nothing is going at this side, particular this side. So if the light rays is coming in such a way that it is striking the P point, pole, okay, it will go back as such by making angle. Okay, so I can make angle. This is incident ray, this is reflected ray, and these are the angles. Sorry, better if you write the you should have to write the angles in a small letter. Other than this incident ray or reflected ray, you can write what do you want. Okay, but for angles just use the small letters. So these are the four rules. What are the four rules? If the light ray is coming which is parallel to PC, okay, it should pass from F. And in this case, tiny part, that is 10% of light, will go back side behind the mirror. In this case, if the light rays is coming in such a way that it has to pass F point, it is coming in that particular direction that it will cross F, okay, then it will go parallel with PC. In same case, it is coming such a direction that it will definitely cross F point, okay, and on tiny part, okay, other than it will reflect, so the reflected part will be parallel to PC. In third case, the light ray is coming in such a way that it will passing the C point, particular the C point, so it will get back, it will get reflected in same direction. And in this case, the light ray is coming in such a way, or okay, so that it, if it pass, it will only 10% of light is passing and crossing the C point, and the 90% rest of the part of the light will going back again in same direction. And in this case, if it strike the P, as it is coming, as it will go, it is striking, as it is coming, it will go. So in this case, particular for this speed is striking the part point P, okay, the striking point which is P. In this case, both of the mirrors show same thing. You have seen that nothing is going at this side, no light is going this side. When the light rays is coming in such a way that it will strike the P point, for this or for this, it will go in back direction in such a way that nothing is going back side. Okay, so for this rule, both of the mirrors are showing same thing. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, so we are going to learn about the mirror. Okay, and we are going to learn about the images formed by concave mirror. Particularly in this case, we have just studied some rules. Okay, now on the basis of the rules, we will study that how images are formed. Okay, so this is the concave mirror, because I'm taking this side. Okay, this is concave mirror. Don't forget, for both concave and convex, you have to use this. Okay, one thing you have to remember, that if you are using concave mirror, you will use this side. Okay, and if you are using convex, you will show off this side. That's it. Okay, so I'm using right now this. Okay, so how it will form various kind of images: erect and inverted and virtual and real, behind the mirror, on the mirror, on screen, behind the screen, inverted, erect. Okay, that is okay. Tiny images, large images. Okay, so this is our mirror. Okay, I'm using this for better understanding. Okay, this is my mirror. Okay, now this is the object which is standing in front of it. This is object. Okay, the object is presenting actually at infinity. What is the meaning of infinity? It is far, 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 far away. It means that the object is sun. Okay, and mirror is, you are placing mirror, okay, on earth. This is mirror on earth, and that is sun, or it can be moon. Okay, it can be any star, it can be any aeroplane. Okay, that is okay. So object is at infinite. Okay, and this mirror is present on earth. Okay, so how does this mirror will form the image of sun or moon or star or aeroplane or helicopter? Okay, so you know that a light ray will come from this object and it will strike on this. We know that there are so many type of so many light rays, but we will study about only two light rays, because the reason is that it is not possible to study all of the light rays. Okay, all of the light rays. Okay, not possible. So we are just going to learn about two light rays. We cannot study about so many light rays. That is the reason. Okay, so this is one light ray. This is my object. Okay, it is located far, far, far away from my mirror. My mirror is very tiny thing, and the sun is very, huge thing. You cannot compare this tiny mirror. Okay, it is 2 or 3 centimeter. Okay, this is my mirror. Okay, my mirror. This is my mirror. Okay, if I'm using concave mirror, so this is my mirror. Okay, it is very, very tiny thing. Okay, so second light ray, that is this one, it is emitting. Okay, so what is the concept of the emitting of light ray? Okay, the concept is something. Okay, this is light ray emitting and it is striking on the mirror. The concept of the emitting of light ray, that means an object can emit so many light rays. Okay, sun is itself a source, and it can emit light rays or it can reflect light rays. Okay, it is or a pure source. Okay, that the location, that how far my object is, how far my object is, as it is very close, or it can be at infinity, it can be much closer. Okay, so the striking of light rays, okay, the pattern by which the light rays strike, what is the pattern? The pattern is, the light rays sometimes will come with when it is parallel to PC. Okay, the light rays sometimes come in the way that definitely a object is creating light, and the light rays is coming in such a way that it should pass the F point. Okay, maybe the light ray is coming in such a way that it should pass the C point, and maybe it is possible that light ray is coming in such a way that it will definitely strike the P point. Okay, so the striking of the light, okay, how the light is coming, either it will be parallel to PC, or either it will cross the F point, or either it will cross the C point, or either it will directly strike the P point. Okay, so there are so many light rays which are emitting from the object, but the basic thing that how it will strike on my mirror is depends that how far my object is. Okay, don't forget, this thing will help you a lot. So at this time my object is at infinity and it emits so many lights. We are going to learn about only two light rays. Okay, so the striking of light rays, you can see that if I draw this P, okay, this is pole and this is my center of curvature, because you know it is present at infinity. Okay, I cannot compare the C point and infinity. Okay, so if it is at infinity, the light rays are coming in such a way, you can see that light rays are striking on my mirror, that all of the light rays, both the light rays are parallel to PC. You can see that at this case, okay, at this case, the light rays are coming in such a way that both of them are parallel to PC. Don't consider, don't even try to uh, compare P and C, because C is something it has no physical entity, but C has having a, you know, you see something center of curvature which is very tiny part, but the light rays is directly coming from sun. Okay, so I cannot draw something which is at infinity. Definitely I have some limits, that's why. Otherwise these light rays are coming from far distance. Okay, so if the object is at infinity, the light rays will strike to my mirror, okay, in such a way that both of the light rays are all of the light rays, okay, we are just going to learn about two. So both of the light rays are parallel to PC. You can see this one. So all of both the light rays are parallel to PC. Okay, now what was our rule? That if anything which is coming parallel to PC, anything which is coming parallel to PC should pass from F. We studied about this. Okay, this was our rule. So the light rays are coming in such a way, okay, that they are parallel to PC, and this is my F. Okay, what is my F? F is something we studied about this. Okay, that when there will be so many light rays are coming, when there will be, we studied about F. I'm going to tell you again what is my F point. That if so many light rays are coming on parallel with PC, so many light rays, okay, so many light rays are coming and all of them are parallel to PC. Okay, they are coming, 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 and the reflection will be that all of them will pass through a single point. Okay, all of them will pass through a single point, and this single point is known as F, or it is known as hot spot. Okay, and this F point is which is aggregating all of the light rays. When light rays are coming parallel to PC, then they will move. You cannot imagine how many light rays are coming which are parallel to PC. There can be so many light rays. Okay, but if they are parallel to PC, then definitely they should pass a same point. Okay, and that is F. Okay, that is F, this particular F point. Okay, so maybe I'm not very clear with my diagram, because right now I'm not using any measurements scales and the compass. Okay, I'm just doing everything with my hand, so don't get confused. The lines are straight always. Okay, so this is F, and this F is known as focal length. Sorry, principal focus. Sorry, principal focus. Principal focus. Okay, that is principal focus F, and the distance between these P and principal focus is known as F, that is focal length, small f. Okay, so don't forget about this. Okay, so these light rays are passing coming, and they will pass the point which is known as F. Okay, both of the light rays. Okay, and same thing will happen with this way. Okay, so when the light rays meet, remember, when the light rays meet, there is a formation of image. Suppose if there is no meeting of light rays, then there will be no image formation. I will tell you this in another example. What is the non-meeting? Okay, so this is the meeting F particular. You know what is F point? That how many light rays are coming which are parallel to PC? Definitely they will go with F. they will cross f. Okay, that is f point, and it is a very measured part, and it is present in each and every type of mirror. Okay, f has to be present in each and every type of mirror. Okay, so f is, but it cannot be changed. Okay, whatever measurements we studied, p, f, c, p, f, okay, okay, small f, focal length, they are permanent. Okay, what is the meaning of permanent? If this is my mirror, okay, if this is my mirror, and if my c is present, suppose 10 centimeter away from this, okay, then this is a permanent thing. Whatever lines are coming, whatever source is present very near or very close or very infinity, the c should be at 10 centimeter. Okay, if my f is at 5 centimeter, remember that f is always half of c, remember. Okay, I told you this, told you all these things on yesterday. So f is always half of c, remember, because this distance is 2f. Okay, 2f, this is a small f. Okay, so this f is just half of c, or c by 2 is equals to f. Okay, so it is 5 centimeter. Okay, so for this mirror, these things are fixed, that c, center of curvature, is 10 centimeter, and f, that is principal focus, is 5 centimeter. So these things cannot be changed. Okay, so right now this is my f. Okay, and this is my image. Okay, this particular thing is my image. Okay, and it is forming at f. Okay, where it is forming at f, because the two lines which I am two rays which are emitting from any type of source, that is my sun, my moon, my star, my aeroplane, my helicopter, okay, infinity. So the rays are coming in such a way that they, both of the rays will meet at particular point, that is my f. Okay, that is the meeting of f. Okay, now which type of image it will form? Okay, the I'm just writing about the property of image, either it will be virtual or something. Okay, now one thing is very clear to you. Okay, it is forming at this side. Okay, it is forming at this side, so there you have some idea. Okay, so right now we are going to learn about the properties of image. It is very simple. Okay, you just, yeah, very good, it will be real. Yes, definitely it will be real image. Okay, so properties by this. Okay, what is the properties when my object is at infinity? Okay, it is at infinity. Okay, first of all, where was my it was at infinity. Okay, first of all, my object was at infinity. Second thing, uh, the image is formed at f. My image is formed at f. Okay, how you can understand that image is forming or not? When the lines are, two lines are meeting at that, if, at any particular place. Okay, it can meet other than f. Okay, if this is c, this is f, this is p, so two lines are coming in such a way that they will not meet at f. Okay, they are coming in such a way that they will not meet at f. Okay, they will not meet at f, definitely they will meet somewhere else. So this, at this point my image will be formed. Definitely it is not at f, but they will be forming, but not at f. Okay, right now it is both of the lines are crossing particular at f, because of our rule that if anything which is parallel to p should have to cross the f point. So image is forming at f. Okay, next thing, the size of image. Okay, the size of image is very diminished, that means it will form very small. You know that this mirror is very tiny, and the object is sun, and sun is placed somewhere far away, but you cannot form the equal amount of image of the sun on this mirror. Is it possible that on this tiny mirror can I form the image of sun on this mirror? Okay, but one thing which is very clear to you, okay, this is concave mirror, look at this tree. Okay, the real tree is it is meters in height. Okay, the tree you can see the size of this mirror. Okay, it is maximum 5 centimeter diameter. Okay, aperture is 5 centimeter. Okay, and it is forming the full image of tree. You can see it is forming a full image of tree, you can see. Okay, how is it is possible? Because the tree is in meters, 5 meter, 10 meters. Okay, but it is forming a very tiny image. Definitely it is forming very tiny tiny image. So this is how the image of sun can be formed on this. So definitely the size of image is highly diminished. Okay, highly diminished to the extent that it will come to a point size, very, very tiny. Okay, the last point is, Saleh answered me that what is the nature, it will be real. Okay, because we studied that if something is forming at this site, where it was, okay, something is forming at this site, okay, left side of your hand, okay, not my hand, left side of your own hand. Okay, you can draw this on your paper or your notebook. So if something is present, some image is forming here, it will be real. Okay, and it is forming the real image. Okay, so nature is, it will be real because it is forming at left side on screen. You can see, write this on screen. Okay, and it will be inverted. Okay, it will be inverted. Inverted means inverted. Okay, inverted means like this. Okay, so this how image is formed. Okay, at this, okay, inverted, just opposite. Okay, so this is the property when object is infinity. Okay, so if you could be asked with this question that if image is forming at infinity, no, sorry, object is at infinity, if the my object is at infinity, write the properties and where the image is formed. Okay, so you have to write all these things. Okay, now next. Okay, we are taking the example of concave mirror. Okay, definitely all mirrors are have same thing, that is pole. Okay, center of curvature. Center of curvature, remember, it has no physical relation contact with this uh, mirror. It is just assumed point. Okay, we are just assuming that this is something C. Okay, now my image object is placed beyond C. Okay, something beyond C. I told you that the C has a fixed numerical value. If it is 10 for this particular mirror, then it will be 10. Okay, so it will be away 10 centimeter from this mirror. Okay, not exactly on mirror, away 10 centimeter. Okay, so my image is not at infinity, very much closer from the infinity, but the my object is trending uh, at C. Okay, so beyond C. Okay, object is beyond C. Object is present beyond C. Okay, so just to draw this and draw this on beyond C. So I have to draw this beyond C. I'm drawing this. First of all, not reusing, I'm not able to use. Okay, I literally want to use scale, but I'm not able to use scale here. Okay, so this is C. Okay, so it is something beyond C. Okay, so this is my object. Okay, it can be anything. Okay, now how the light rays pass from this. Okay, because I told you that how the light rays emit and how the light rays will strike on this mirror is totally dependent upon the distance of this object. Okay, so it is definitely not at infinity, it is much closer, but definitely away from C. So the light rays will emit definitely, but the striking point will be changed from the previous one when it was on infinity. So the light ray will strike in such a way that first light ray will strike on such a way. Okay, if you are practicing and if you are practicing yourself, or if you are drawing this in exam, please use a scale. Okay, draw the straight lines. Okay, and the zoom window will close in 1 minute. Come back, I will teach you this. Okay, come back. It is 7:22 already, but come back. So it is going in such a way. Okay, and as per rule, it has to be passed from F definitely. So it will pass from F. Remember this. Okay, maybe my measurements are not very correct.